Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel, Coffee, Cards, and Clarity. It is just gorgeous here. I want to see if I can tilt my camera a little bit so I can show you guys. I have all of my windows open in front of me, to the sides of me, and behind me. But I just want to show what this looks like. It is so amazing. And the breeze is coming through. See if I can get it back down properly. So the breeze is coming through. It feels so beautiful. We had a little bit of rain earlier. It's cooled things down even more so here, thankfully. And so I'm going to go ahead and do a divine masculine energy reading right now. Let me put these aside for a second. Let's get started. I want to do a divine masculine energy reading for what is going on with the divine masculine. Today is Sunday, August 8th, and we are at the Lionsgate portal with the new moon in Leo and the star Sirius in cosmic alignment with the earth. That has shifted a lot of energy for feminine and masculine. I did a divine feminine reading a couple of hours ago. I had to take a little break because, and it was wonderful. I just sat outside and enjoyed myself while I waited. But there was a dad or something somewhere near me. And I thought he was doing yard work at first. And so I was going to wait until he finished, with the leaf blower. But then the more I waited and listened, because it kept starting and stopping and starting and stopping, and the more I waited and listened, I realized this was just a dad who was playing with a pretty large group of kids on his property, and he was chasing them around the property with his leaf blower. He didn't call himself the leaf blower monster, but he was just kind of chasing a young group of kids, and they had so much fun. Their laughter was wonderful to hear. I loved hearing kids play. So that's, I took a little break for a while and I just sat outside and enjoyed the energy, really, that was coming through with today's date. So energy may have shifted from this Lionsgate portal that's coming through. You will be able to receive downloads more freely. You can even see different timelines or the jumping of timelines. And we do see a sense of energy that is no longer an alignment, wanting or needing to fall away. So let's see what wants to come through for the masculine energy right now. For the divine feminine, I used a pretty feminine-centered, goddess-centered deck. So I'm just going to use the Wisdom of the Oracle deck to get a few energy cards for the divine masculine's energy. So what would like to come through for the divine masculine's energy right now? We have a Yang. What else would like to come through for the divine? We have flexibility. Anything else like to come through, please, for the divine masculine's energy? It may be changed. We have serendipity. Nice. It may be changed or changing because of this new moon in Leo energy, this Lionsgate portal. So the masculine will get cards, but the divine masculine may be in a completely different spot than they were the last time we checked in energetically. And I do believe that was over a week ago. So what do we need to know for the divine masculine energy that's coming through? Oh, so yeah, I guess I should talk about these cards that came through first. Sorry. So we have the Yang card. This is the divine masculine making his appearance in the divine masculine energy. We have flexibility. The divine Yang, that is a 1 card. Flexibility or flexible, that is a 19 card, which goes to 10 or 1. This is about being able to compromise without compromising your values or ethics or morals. We have serendipity. This is the 18 card, which goes to a 9. This is about being ready for when something comes across your path that you're able to jump at. So what I'm seeing with these cards is the divine masculine energy is coming through with this new moon in Leo energy, this powerful cosmic alignment energy of the Lionsgate portal. He is making his appearance. He is letting himself be known. He is saying he is ready to be flexible, and he would like to work on his healing because he wants to be ready for this connection when it comes around again. I do see that. I know that might sound very ambitious, but I'm saying to you the divine masculine's energy wants to be ready when this opportunity comes around. I do sense that. So what else do we need to know for the divine masculine? What else wants to come through? Give us some cards to represent the divine masculine's energy. Give us some cards to represent the divine masculine's energy. I am feeling an energy already of the divine masculine of some sort. There's the bonus lovers, of some sort of recognition coming from them of who their divine counterpart is. I sense that recognition, and that recognition has to happen before that person will get to maybe a leap of faith stage. So we at least are sensing this recognition. That may have been a change from before. And like I said, this new moon in Leo energy, and as I said that, the Leo card, the sun came in the split. Wow. So this new moon in Leo energy is going to change things. Things will be falling off that no longer serve the masculine. And that, I've already done the divine feminine reading. That is what came through from that reading as well, big time. For the masculine energy right now, what would like to come through after this powerful Lionsgate portal? We have, okay, wow. We have the Page of Cups. Let's get the rest of the cards before I start reading. We have the Seven of Wands. We have the Ten of Pentacles. What else would like to come through for the divine masculine energy that's wanting to come through right now? We have the Star card in the future placement. What else would like to come through? Okay, we have this card flipped, so I'm going to take that out, but that was later. We have these other two cards. So this one would be for this position. Okay, then this one. At least one more card, please, for this divine masculine energy that's wanting to come through after this new moon in Leo, this powerful Lionsgate. How has the energy changed? What is the masculine going through right now? What else do we need to know for the divine masculine's energy right now? Outcome is the Fool. Okay, wow, divine masculine. These cards came through exactly like I was saying. Okay, so the divine masculine energy entering this reading is the Page of Cups energy. This is about having fresh emotions for the divine feminine. This is about getting that inkling of recognition. They have either heard or seen something that has, with warp speed, brought to their attention this connection of being something a little bit different, being something a little bit otherworldly. Now, in the past, the divine masculine has been defensive. He's been kind of either walking on eggshells or being hot and cold with the divine feminine, or he's being defensive and, you know, not cooperating, putting up a wall, putting up a boundary, kind of competing, okay? But in the current situation, in the current energy right now, this divine masculine, not only is their desire, this Page of Cups, it's with this 10, they're saying right now they're having a 10 of Pentacles life. It's all coming together for them now. It's all coming together for them now. And when I said a sense of recognition, a sense of inkling of who they are to each other, I say that because, and this has come in several readings that I've done in the last few days, this Page of Cups has come in more of an energy of volunteer work. But when I say volunteer work in these divine love connection readings, that's the volunteer work of, hello, I'm starting to understand who you are to me. Holy crap, we signed up to do this. We made this agreement. I'm kind of getting my shit together now, and with this Ten of Pentacles. I'm building a good life, but I kind of want to start sharing it with you, because across from the Ten of Pentacles, in between them is the Hanged Man, but across from the Ten of Pentacles is the Ten of Cups. In the future, the Divine Masculine is going to have a path illuminated to get to their divine counterpart. That path is going to be illuminated, but what also needs to happen is enlightenment, okay? Illumination and enlightenment. That's going to come, oh, I've had this upside down. That's going to come with this Hanged Man card here. The illumination, yes, they're in separation. Yes, they're in a pause. Nope, nothing, no movement seems to be happening in this situation tangibly that one can see. But there is action being taken. They are being awakened. That was the block for the Divine Masculine. Energy was this awakening. They had, I put a one of my writings up, one of my twin flame musings up, and it was talking about the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine. They had to sit in separation to grow so that they could fully understand this journey, this connection. That's where the Divine Masculine has been. They've been sitting in separation to fully grow. One of the things that's really influencing the Divine Masculine right now is this Tower card, this Tower moment. They are keenly aware that for them to have this connection with you, a lot of stuff is going to have to suddenly change. A lot of stuff is going to be upended. Lives are going to be upended. They understand the magnitude of this. Just FYI, we have Major Arcana the Star, Major Arcana the Hanged Man, Major Arcana the Fool, and Major Arcana the Tower. The masculine is being very much affected by this new moon in Leo, this powerful Lionsgate portal energy. Like I said earlier, they know something's going to have to fall off, but they want to merge, they want to combine the Ten of Pentacles life, their Ten of Pentacles life that they're living right now with their Divine Feminine, and build a Ten of Cups life where they have it all in loving, in a loving manner. I do see that this is having it all because they made wise decisions, but they want to follow their heart now instead of their head, and that's exactly actually what the Divine Feminine had. For outcome, for the Divine Masculine, we have the Fool. And that's about taking a leap of faith. And when I see the Star card for the future and the outcome card for the Fool, for the Divine Masculine, this is taking a leap of faith and believing in miracles and seeing it happen. Okay, so this is a very powerful, powerful reading that is coming through for the Divine Masculine. I sensed it in the very beginning, and the cards fell out to see that, to show that. So let's get some cards for clarification for this energy that's come through for this Divine Masculine. For the Divine Masculine energy on the table, let's clarify, please. Clarify, please, for the Divine Masculine's energy on the table. Anyone resonating with this, please. A few cards for clarification, please, for the energy. Let me move these cards. For the energy that is already on the table for the Divine Masculine. We have someone who is now getting an inkling of who the Divine Feminine is to them. This, oh my God, we volunteered to do this. Well, I've kind of felt a connection with them, but I've had to put up boundaries, or I don't want to be in competition for their heart, so I'm going to walk away. You know, I've been building my Pentacles. I've reached the Ten of Pentacles. Whatever I needed to work on healing-wise has started, has started. I've started recovering. I do believe in miracles. I do now. Now that I'm more clear, I see clear. Now that I have inner clarity, I see clearer. I'm starting to see a path that's going to lead me to this divine feminine. I'm still in the part of the awakening process, so it's not going to be overnight. And when it does happen, there's going to be some loss. There's going to be sudden changes. Things are going to have to fall away that are no longer in alignment with us. But we can merge the masculine's 10 of Pentacles life with the feminine's, and I'm just going to say this, 9 of Cups life or 10 of Cups life, and we can build a 10 of Cups life together, okay? And take that leap of faith. We have everything within us that we already need to take that leap of faith. One of the cards that's already come through for clarification is the 8 of Swords. This is a sense of the divine masculine or his divine feminine feeling stuck and unable. We also have the Tower, feeling stuck and unable to leave that situation or a situation that they're in. They're scared of this Tower moment. The divine masculine is scared, either scared for themselves or scared for their feminine, of what's going to happen in this Tower moment. This is a duplicate card, second time major arcana, okay? Big energy coming through for masculine. They are willing to do what it takes. Once they have, okay, I have a few cards flipped up, so I'm going to take these. Once they have that inkling of recognition, their masculine energy, this yang masculine energy, is going to kick in so they can take action to get things done that need to be done. We have the 6, for more clarification, we have the 6 of Swords, which is a card of leaving one situation and going towards another to be more balanced. I also want to say there is 3 energies in this boat. There is the masculine energy, something that represents the masculine energy, something that represents the feminine energy, and there's a child down there. So that could be taking the masculine, wanting to take their feminine and their child to a different, away from the situation that they're in, because maybe it's their feminine that feels stuck. Maybe the masculine feels stuck because they can't come and get their feminine. Okay, either way, I see that there's going to have, for this connection to come together, there's going to have to be major Tower moments. Major Tower moments. And when I said that they would be taking their feminine away to a more balanced energy, here we have these 6 of Pentacles, which is learning to give and receive, being more balanced. The masculine is having the Emperor energy, this action-orientated energy. Like I just said, once they have that inkling and recognition of who the feminine is to them, they are going to warp speed into this masculine, let me take action to get things done, into this Emperor energy. And guess what we have here? And in this situation, it is a duplicate. And I did say earlier, this is about putting up their boundaries or putting up a wall against the feminine. But I also said they didn't want to be in competition for their feminine. But guess what? The Emperor is here. They want their feminine, and they're willing to do what it takes. That means they're willing to be in competition for their feminine at this point. So sometimes we have a runner-chaser phase where the masculine is mostly the runner phase. This new energy, this could have flipped the script. Okay, this masculine, the energy that's coming through, they have an inkling, a recognition of who their feminine is to them. They're no longer running, they're chasing now. Now they are voluntarily going to be in competition for their feminine. Okay, wow. Interesting. Okay, let's get some cards from Mystic Moon Oracles to see what wants to come through for the divine masculine energy on the table. What would like to come through for the divine masculine energy on the table right now. For the divine masculine energy. No signs attached. And this does not mean it is a man. Divine masculine energy could be in a female, excuse me. So this isn't about gender. This is about energy. One more shuffle, please. What would like to come through for the divine masculine energy that is on the table, please. Let me move these cards as well. Oh, this breeze feels so nice. Okay. For the divine masculine's energy that is on the table right now, what would like to come through? We already have the cycles card come through. So what I am getting with that is that with this new moon in Leo energy, a cycle became complete. Okay, that's why the energy has shifted like that. Material world, two things are coming through with that. They want this connection in the material world, but also what's coming through is it's great if you have the 10 of Pentacles or the 9 of Cups or the 10 of Cups, but you don't have it all if all you have is the material stuff. Okay, you're missing the love aspect. And yes, I am kind of connecting with the divine feminine energy reading that I did a couple of hours ago. So, but this makes sense with that. So watch both, please. We have communication. So we may be the divine feminine may be receiving communication from their divine masculine, or the divine masculine may be receiving communication from the divine feminine. And this is beautiful because in the divine feminine reading, the divine masculine made an appearance. In the divine masculine reading, the divine feminine is making an appearance. We also have the card Winter. So there could be communication coming this winter, or something else could be happening this winter. I'm going to give it one more shuffle and see if any more cards want to come through. We have Dark Night of the Soul, which also came through. There's one or two cards on the floor for the feminine. So let me get, that's it. I'm going to leave these here. I'm going to grab the card on the floor. Okay, it was just one card, and it's Solitude. And interestingly enough, in the divine feminine reading, Zen Garden came through. And so I talked about building a place like I did, like my studio, where you could have this private space to have a Zen garden, or seek, hear your own inner voice, seek your own inner wisdom. And so the Solitude card is coming through. We're having a lot of mirroring going on. We also got Dark Night of the Soul for the divine feminine. So and I said then that I think both of them have had cycles, which we have here, cycles of Dark Night of the Soul, coming through off and on. I do see a prolonged journey. We have divine timing. In this reading, yes, this is saying divine timing needs to take place, but because of this shift in energy, for some, not all, for some, divine timing may be now. This may be a lead up. Something may be happening soon, like in winter. Let's get some cards from Angelic Revelation 144. The Sacred Healing Journey. Let's see let me move these now. Let's see what wants to come through for the divine masculine energy on the table right now. And anyone resonating with this energy. So for the divine masculine's energy right now, what would like to come through for what is on this table right now? And anyone resonating. One more shuffle. What else do we need to know about the divine masculine? This powerful energy shift that we've had with this new moon in Leo. What's going on with divine masculine? Lunar cycles. Connecting with the cycles of the moon. This is beautiful. What else is going on with the divine masculine right now? That's what I just said. They're having an awakening because of this new moon in Leo, this powerful 8/8 portal. Wanting to repair damage caused and make amends. More cards for the divine masculine energy, please. Those two flipped up. What else would like to come through for the divine masculine? One more shuffle, please. What else would like to come through? Thought a card was coming through for the divine masculine. Okay. Let me put these up. And I need to grab these. I've left a few cards on the table before, so I'm just really trying to be extra careful. Okay, for the divine masculine, what comes through is fireworks, explosive sexual chemistry. So they are definitely attracted to the divine feminine. Breaking karmic chains. This is clearing bloodlines, okay? And part of this is happening through the lunar cycles. And that was beautiful when that came out. I just said that. Uplifting, lifting each other up. So I do see that even in separation, this is one of the purposes this connection served for each other. chakra healing, balancing chakras with meditation, crystals, healing music, and exercise. Warming the heart, true love heals the coldest of hearts. Divine downloads, messages from spirit. That's what's coming right now. You're freely able to get these divine downloads. The divine masculine, the divine masculine is getting them as well. This is what is triggering this little inkling of an awakening. Yin and yang. We had yang, that masculine energy that was going to come in and take action because now of this recognition. Now we have yin yang, working with the light and the shadow aspects of the personality for deep reflective healing. They're going to go deep right now. They're going to go real deep. They may even, the divine masculine may even experience another dark night of the soul once this recognition happens and they're like, oh my God, I wasn't very nice to the divine feminine, or oh my gosh, how can I have kept running from the divine feminine? This is my divine feminine. So they're going to be having some of those feelings which could trigger them into a dark night of the soul. It's going to be pretty fresh and raw for them. This is going to be kind of new, fresh realization. Doorway to spirit, divine connection with God, source, and creator, which is perfect because that is what the divine masculine will need during all of these downloads and recognition that they're going to be having. So let me get a card or two from the Ascended Masters deck, please. Card or two from the Ascended Masters for the divine masculine, for the divine masculine's energy that is already on the table. One more shuffle, please, for the divine masculine's energy that is already on this table and anyone who is resonating. From the Ascended Masters, what would like to come through from the Ascended Masters regarding this divine masculine energy already on the table? I'm going to shuffle more, but I just want to see what we have already. Balance, career, and home life. We had the balance card come through here a few times, okay? So the divine masculine, if they've been really concentrating on their pinnacles for a while, they're going to realize, oh, especially with this recognition, that's going to hurt. That's why it's going to be raw. And it's going to lead them to a dark night of the soul. One more shuffle, please. Anything else? Okay. Let me put this deck up. We have find the blessing in your current situation. So although we do have winter and we do have that this new powerful energy is going to have this recognition, there's still clearly healing work that needs to be done for the masculine to get to the divine feminine whole and ready, okay? So they need to work on themselves, and while they do, they need to start enjoying their Ten of Pentacles life, even without their divine feminine right now. Open your heart to love, health, and healing. That's beautiful. That's what's needed here. See the other person's point of view. What's coming through with this card is, like I said, the energy is going to be kind of flipped. The masculine is going to start chasing the feminine. Focus upon your strengths. So they don't go so far deep down into the dark night of the soul. If they focus upon their strengths, that will help them be able to pull themselves back up, back out of that pit of despair. Let's get a few more cards. And I may be doing these in a different order than I did from the Divine Feminine, but it's fine. I'm going to pull a few cards from this deck to see what wants to come through. These could be things that are going on right now during the dark night of the soul, or things that they've already overcome, okay? These will be kind of a little bit on the darker aspect of it. So these are things that they're going to experience or go through or work through during their dark night of the soul, or that they have already experienced and are recovering from. So let's just see what wants to come through. What wants to come through for the Divine Masculine energy right now? We have two cards that came through. The first card is Sacrifice, and the second card is Downcast Pride. So what they're going to be working on in this dark night of the soul is two things, or several things. What I am seeing now is that the Divine Masculine, now that they're going to get a glimpse of who their Divine Feminine is, they're going to get a glimpse, start getting glimpses or senses of past lives that they had together. They're going to realize that some of the karma that they're going through and dealing with right now, they're going to see where that came from in that past life, in these karmic change, these bloodlines that need to be cleared, okay, or transmuted. So what it's also coming through right now is that the divine masculine, at some point when they have this recognition of who their divine feminine is to them, they're going to feel like they sacrificed this love for money, or they're going to feel like the feminine has sacrificed so much to be with them, or they're going to get to a point where they're willing to sacrifice most of their belongings and things like that for their divine feminine. We have downcast pride. At some point they're going to have to put their pride aside, their ego aside, and they're going to have to be real, and they're going to have to be real authentic with their divine feminine. I do see a sense of rawness and trepidation over how many times they had come at the divine feminine with that Seven of Wands behavior of being defensive or kind of fighting them off. And now they're going to come at that same Seven of Wands, but that behavior is going to be more like in competition for them. That competition is going to put them a little bit more into their pride and ego. Let's get some more cards. Let's get some cards from this deck. This is for the divine masculine, for the energy on the table, and anyone who is resonating with it. For the divine masculine, the energy already on the table, and anyone resonating with it. One more shuffle. One more shuffle. For the divine masculine, for the energy on the table. What else would like to come through for the divine masculine, the energy on the table? We have soulmate. So this is a message that one or both of the divine masculine or the divine feminine has brought in a soulmate, or both. It could be both. Let's see what else wanted to come through from this deck. We have sexuality. So I see that, you know, one or both of the parties, the divine masculine or the divine feminine, could have some sort of concern regarding something around their sexuality. And I don't mean straight, homosexual, anything like that. Could be that. I don't know. But what I was getting was that there was some sort of trauma that they were overcoming that did involve the sexuality aspect. We also have discover your life purpose. So this awakening that's going to happen for the divine masculine, that's going to set them on the path to discover their life purpose. And we have this card. I didn't even see it over here. We have this card, have faith. So let's get a few more cards from a few more decks. Let's see what would like to come through for this deck for the divine masculine, please. I'm not sure if I explained that sexuality card very well. Let me try again. You know, divine feminines have had a lot of negative things happen to them, whether it's by force. What I'm seeing as that there may have been something that the divine masculine's feminine has had to overcome in regards to sexuality and how they felt about sexuality because of things that have happened to them possibly in the past. That may be for some, but not all. Okay. And again, the last card we had was have faith. So what other messages would like to come through for the divine masculine and the energy on this table, please? Okay. What would like to come through for the divine masculine, for the energy already on this table, for anyone resonating? Okay. Any other cards, please? Last shuffle. Any other cards? Okay, we got quite a bit. I just wanted to give it one last chance. Okay. So for the divine masculine, the energy that is coming through is move. This could be for the divine masculine wanting to move to be closer to their feminine, or wanting their feminine to move to be closer towards them. We have darkest fears. What's coming through with this is that the divine masculine is saying their darkest fear, there's a couple things coming through. The divine masculine is saying their darkest fear is, now that they have an inkling of recognition of who the feminine is to them, that it's too late, that they took too long to awaken. Or darkest fear is that they could not be able to get their divine feminine. Giving and receiving. And this card came through with the Six of Pentacles here. Earlier too. So, and the divine masculine wanted to take, with the Six of Swords, wanted to take their divine feminine away to a place that was more balanced. And then the next card that came through, this was for clarification, was the Six of Pentacles, which was learning to be giving, to do both give and receive. Solar plexus chakra, opportunity beckons. So I do see, and that may be the winner card, or the communication card, that there's going to come an opportunity for this divine masculine to at least communicate with their divine feminine. And I think that they may going to be starting to open up, take that mask off, and show their truth. Well-deserved reward. This is a Six of Wands energy of like victory and success and recognition, okay? We also have rest and reconsider. This could be in regards to the darkest fears, them being scared that they will not get to their divine feminine, or be able to bring her towards them. So this just, this is just a card of saying rest and consider, especially for the masculine who kind of came in here hot with the yang energy of wanting to take action to make happen what they're ready to make happen, even though it's been a while and they had opportunity. This is saying don't just rush out and do something. Rest and reconsider and reach out. You don't have to rush out. The advice coming from universe to the divine masculine right now is reach out. Or if you feel called differently, this could be if you're cross-watching, if you're a divine feminine and this is resonating and you're cross-watching, this could be a message to you to reach out to your divine masculine. Let's see what other cards. Let me get a few cards from Angelic Revelation 144, Naked Flame Healing Messages. So with these messages could be from the divine masculine energy that's already coming through, or it could be from the divine masculine that's here on this energy, their divine feminine. So it is up to you, if you're watching and this resonates, to determine and discern if the message would be from your divine masculine to you, or if it would be from you to your divine masculine. So it's up to you to discern if this would be from you or to you. So for this reading, any messages right now that would like to come through for those resonating with the energy already on the table, with this masculine energy already on the table, let this be messages to or from each other, from the counterparts. One more shuffle. Messages from anyone who's already resonating with this energy, please. And that's why I do these cards later in the reading, so we already have some energy that's here that people can see whether or not they're resonating with or not. Okay. One more shuffle. Thought that one was going to come. Okay. These are, let me get all of these cards here. These are the cards that wanted to come through. These are quite a bit of cards, quite a bit of messages. And I will say if I feel like it's coming from this masculine energy or not. But in general, it's going to be up to you to discern. And no matter what I say, if it means something different for you, that's what it's supposed to be for you, okay? I'm leaving my partner because I am in love with you and I cannot deny this connection any longer. That's been coming through. I saw that from the very beginning. They wish that they were already ready. They're not already ready. I saw that they need to heal. But they wish that they were already ready so that when this good fortune, this good luck, this, oh my gosh, I now realize who we are to each other. I have that inkling of recognition. They could have jumped on it. But the next time this opportunity comes around, they want to be ready. What you see on social media is an illusion of a happy life. I'm just settling, and most of the time, I'm fucking miserable. The Divine Feminine had the same card. My desire is to be with you, but I can't ask you to wait for me. At this time, I feel burdened by a sense of duty and responsibilities. I feel very protective of you, and I want to be able to take care of you and nurture you with my love. I have been waiting a lifetime for you. I have visions and dreams about our past lives, and I want my soul spouse back. I think this also came through in the Divine Feminine reading. I can't swear to it, but I think. Or something very similar. We are always together in dreams. I know that I took the wrong path, and my mind often wanders to a vision of a life with you. I wish that I could turn back time. I think that one came through as well, and for the Divine Feminine, and that was about making that mind choice, that analytical choice on that path instead of the heart choice. I know that I have impossibly high standards, and I have held resentment towards you when I have been upset with you. I'm working on forgiving you and forgiving myself. I want us to reconcile after we have had time on our journey to work through our individual challenges and then continue to grow in union. I see your soul, I feel your presence, I hear your voice, and I'm constantly receiving heavenly signs through angel numbers, spirit animals, and music. I see your name and initials everywhere. I wonder if you receive these signs too. And I wanted to say, in the Divine Feminine reading, we got Just Breathe, the Just Breathe card. And I'm not using that same deck, so we won't get that card. But since this mentioned music, I wanted to say that. So that may be a message to listen to the song by Pearl Jam, Just Breathe. That's what I said in the Divine Feminine reading. I am worried that I am not the person you think I am. I know that I will be the best version of myself because of you. And I am inspired by your growth, and I want to level up to meet you. I am working on my issues. When I feel vulnerable and hurt, I can act in anger. This is my way of trying to gain control when I feel wounded. We had the control card, I think, in the Divine Feminine reading, so that's interesting. And did we have a control card here too? It's starting to blend. There is someone else in my life who I love. It's not the same as the connection we share. I don't want to hurt you. I don't want to hurt anyone, and I don't want to lead you on. So this could be the energy that the masculine was approaching the Divine Feminine with before this powerful new moon in Leo energy came through. This may be changing. For some, not all. I do sense that because there seems to be times when the Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine are not ready at the same time. So this could have been, this could very well be the Divine Feminine now. And we have the answer to your question is yes. Okay. So those are the divine messages that wanted to come through for those resonating with this reading. My battery is getting really low, and I hope that I can finish this without my phone dying. If not, this is so powerful, I'm still going to upload whatever comes through. But I want to end with a few cards. I want to get a few cards from the Transformation deck, and I want to get a few cards from Stop and Smell the Roses Oracle. So let me quickly shuffle these and get going so I can try to beat the timer or beat the battery level. I feel like I'm tempting fate here. Okay. Transformation messages, please, for this Divine Masculine or anyone resonating with this reading or the energy on the table, please. One more shuffle. Okay. Thank you. We had quite a few transformation cards come through, which makes sense. This is the Divine Masculine who has kind of been in denial for a while. We have all that glitters is not gold. It's time to stop focusing on the material world and disconnect from materialistic people. Fool's gold. We have grounding. It is time to ground yourself to the earth. Connect with Gaia by doing earth star chakra work. And interestingly enough, today the star Sirius is in cosmic alignment with the earth. You're welcome. Passions. What and who ignites your passions? It is time to do sacral chakra work. So that his passions, the Divine Masculine, their passion is going to be ignited. So they are going to get on this like that. I'm telling you, that yang energy coming through about taking action to make it work. Confidence. It's time to do solar plexus chakra work. an expansion. It is time to start preparing for a new addition to the family. That could be their divine feminine. And I will say that, you know, with these divine soul connections, if there is, you know, intimacy, there is also a chance of pregnancy. So bear that in mind if you're not wanting more children, any or more children, or especially if you are in a third party situation. Try to leave one situation before you enter the next so you can come clean. Otherwise, you're building up more karma that you guys are going to have to go through either together or before this union finds its own balance. We saw balance here a couple of times, so that's legitimate. Final shuffle, please, for the divine masculine energy on the table, or anyone else resonating with it, please. Final messages for this divine masculine energy that is on the table. Last shuffle. Anything else would like to come through? Okay, we have one more come through. And I need to make sure that I get them all. Okay. I value my sacred journey. I reflect on my growth along the way, and I look forward to receiving many more divine blessings of wisdom. I make choices by using wisdom and discernment. I have a clear vision and perception. So if this is divine masculine coming in, this energy, not everybody, but for some of these divine masculines, they've got that inkling, they're getting that discernment, and they're having inner clarity and knowing who their counterpart is. I know that I am never truly alone. I go within my inner temple to connect with my divine partner in spirit. I listen to telepathic communication openly, and I act with wisdom and discernment. And I just want to say, I started this divine masculine reading off with the wisdom of the oracle. Okay, and a lot of these cards are wisdom coming through. So I release all stress to the universe, and I trust in the divine plan. I restore inner balance and harmony. I am mindful of the spiritual reality versus the physical challenges. And I think the divine feminine got this card as well. And this is about inner balance and harmony. And we have so many cards here about balance and harmony. So this is a beautiful divine masculine reading. This is a powerful 8/8 portal, Lionsgate portal, new moon in Leo energy that's coming through. I thought it was the case, and these cards showed me that at least for some, it is definitely the case. These divine masculines, their energy has shifted, and they are having an inkling of a recognition. And we'll go from there and see what happens. I hope something in here resonated with you. I truly do, because this was a great reading. If not, check some of the other readings. Don't pay attention to any signs attached to it. There may be something in there for you that resonates, and you can take a message. So take care.